once again, my cousin dropped me off another great big old beaver, probably 45 pounds, 50 pounds. I'm gonna go ahead and skin it, show y'all how I do that, point of view style, and go ahead and get him ready for the crock pot so that we can eat him. First things first, let's take the back legs off. I already got one off. Just give it a good twist. Pop that joint free. Cut the last little bit of tendons. Oh, that leg's off. Do the same to the front. Give it a twist. Pop him off. Now most fur bearers, like raccoons, possums, foxes, coyotes, otters, bobcats, they're all going to be skinned in a case style, which means you only put a cut from here to here and you skin the whole thing out. Beavers are skinned out, I think how they, a different style. I can't think how they're not in a case. So I start at the base of the tail here. Run it up to its vent. I start in the vent, staying just in the skin, and get a little hole there, and run it straight up. I don't want to go too deep because I don't want to get into his guts. Just follow it all the way up to his big old teeth there. It does got some good under fur. That's that. That's pretty fluffy stuff. Now, since this is a Florida beaver, there's not a lot for market value for the furs, so I tan all of them for personal use. Skin out his little cheeks. And just keep separating it. Pull that fur out so you can just work it out a little bit till you get out towards the middle. Basically, you can just fold them open. I'm using one of my dad's knives, so I'll do my best not to nick it and kind of take my time. I don't want no holes in the hide if at all possible. When you get to where you got most of this leg skinned out, you just roll that, keep working it, and you'll get that part you just cut off that pop through, and just trim it down. I got one finger pushing on the leg, you see it right here, that way I can put the other pulling on the hide to pull it away from the meat. Same thing with this, you'll skin out as much as you can. On the leg. Same thing, just pressure on it to get it to that, where that leg will pop through. Just like that. Legs through, you just do a quick skin on it. With one finger to put pressure on that leg so that leg will free up. Now, towards this tail, there's scent glands. They're castor glands. This is that sac right here. So you just skin all that out. Around the tail. So you take it and roll it up just a little bit. I'm trying not to get the meat on the tailgate because I haven't sprayed the tailgate. This is just a real quick skin job. Now, if you watched my earlier video where I cut and quartered a deer, skinned it out and got it cut up for the cooler, you'll notice I pull on that a lot. Beavers are built so tough by the good Lord because they are some mighty fine engineers of waterways. There's a lot of connective tissue, stuff like that, which makes it damn near impossible to pull on it like you would a deer or even a possum or raccoon. But I'll just take him to where this is his spine, so I'll skin out most of him minus his head. His head's gonna be skinned up too, but not. Like that's the two front blades. His tail I'll skin out a little more. Do a real quick flip, roll him back, give him a spin, and I can work this other side. Just the same way. Process normally takes about 20 minutes or so. Normally I have my knives, but like I said, I'm at my dad's house. I'm making beaver stew. Maybe some barbecue beaver in the crock pot. But yeah. My knives I also took out of the truck because of Valentine's. Had to make some room for my lady. We can go out and enjoy Valentine's Day. So I definitely gotta make sure those go back in there. that leg through. Finger up. You can see where the fingers are in right there. Just holds that leg out. You have to put pressure on it and keep it away from the skin so I can see where the skin and the meat separate. In the gut section. Yeah, this is all a scent gland. There's actually value in that. I don't remember how much, but I know I make my own like coyote lures and stuff like that. And believe it or not, coyotes like that smell, so they'll probably be put up to dry and used later on. That, and you can use it in the pond he come from. You can't use the scent because it's his family. But if you take it to another pond, since beavers are territorial, you can use it to catch another group, family group of beavers. Not the same. And since their meat is the same consistency of beef, I mean, it's a great way for a trapper or somebody wanting to take the time to learn how to catch them, to substitute meat. Roll that. Just roll them back up on the side. Work along them. This is where you see where I connected it to the other side that I had already skinned out. Just like that. Beaver skinned out, all except for his head. Go ahead and take what I can off of it. I'm going to take all 4 legs and his back straps, and the rest will be put down in the creek for turtles. Grab my container. Now start with these front legs. You can run right here along this breastplate to remove it. Now they're really built sturdy. They got an extra connecting bone near the collarbone. Just find it like right here in the middle of their chest to pop it off. Skin it all the way up. Follow that bone, shoulder blade. All that too. Nice dark meat leg. Same thing on this side. This right here, all this bubbly stuff, is just meat tissue. A lot of fat, a lot of sensory glands. Nothing bad, but better to get rid of it. I said, this center plate right here, there's that front bone where that's collarbone connects, because they're built super sturdy. Just take it all the way off. Get as much of that neck meat as possible. All that. Pretty free. It's like a dark beef color. On these legs, you just, it's a great big old chunk of meat rolled. You can see it. You just follow it right along that gut. So you get down to the ball joint. Hit that ball joint, come right off. Now, in some of this fatty area, you're going to notice like other little glands. All that fat you're going to want to trim away. That way you make sure you get all those glands out. And I'm going to do that later once I wash up the meat, get it seasoned after I cut all those glands out. Roll it back over, get this leg. Nice dark meat, just like beef. Toss that in the pot. I'll give them a roll over. I'm going to trim this whole back strap out. Because all that is meat, so it'll go good in a crock pot or whatever. You're just going to stay really close till you hit the spine. Same thing on this side. A little wider of a blade, so I'm trying to make sure I don't get my thumb in there. If it looks like I'm overworking it, I probably am. But since it's going in the crock pot to be cooked for probably 12 to 24 hours, won't be a problem. Just like that, big old chunk of meat. What I'll do is get this thing kind of skinned out. Show you how to do the head real quick. So the teeth are facing down, the body's that way, head's there. I want to just continue to skin this out. First thing you're going to come to are his ears, which will be, they should just be little tiny holes. You're honestly probably not really going to notice them because right there, that's one ear. Same thing on the other side. Right there. I'm just gonna kind of pull, because the next thing you come to is his eyes. Those will be a little more noticeable. right there. Got a eye right there. Just cut really close to the head so you don't make a great big hole there. Same thing on this side. Little eye there. All the way down to the nose. Pop that off. You got nose, eyes, little ears, and that is a skinned beaver. Now, if you've watched my crawfish trap catching videos, you'll notice I have heads inside the crawfish traps. That's because my cousin wants the skulls back cleaned as kind of a, we'll call it bartering. He gets clean skulls, I get the fur and meat. I do his skinning, he gets the skulls, because he's a animal damage control agent for a nuisance trapping video, or not video, damn, I do the videos, animal removal company. I don't know which one, wouldn't mention them even if I did, because I'm not tied to them or associated with them in any way. But that'll go in one of my crawfish traps. This is going to be placed in the creek for beavers or other critters to eat on. So nothing goes to waste. He'll be used and I'll get all this dealt with. So that's it.